2009. We approached several times the record track of 2007. 2005 was the first significant reduction in terms of the summer extent in 2005. In 2007, we reached what we call two Californias less than the trend. We were going down this track, and we dropped more ice in 2007 by the size of the state of California twice than we had anyone's anticipated trend line. And what that did was it meant that significant amounts of the Arctic were open to exposure to more gain in the temperature of the ocean during the summer. And we're now in this area where the summer minimum opens both the Northwest Passage and the Northeast Passage. In 2009, a Dutch ship, freighter, commercial freight carrier, sailed through the passage, completely navigating around any ice floats that were in the pass and making it to port safely. There was an icebreaker accompanying it, but the icebreaker was never needed to clear ice. And so now we've been watching it for 2006 onward, and we get 3 weeks of clear passage. It's worth mentioning that Renaud Amundsen, the Norwegian explorer, left Disco Bay in 1903 and sailed through this pass. It took 3 years. We arrived in Alaska in 1906 after freezing, thawing, freezing, thawing, freezing through the pass. And they stayed each winter on the ice as their ship was locked into the ice. And then when it thawed, they would move forward again. And it took 3 years. It takes a few weeks now to make this pass, and we can expect commercial activity to continue through August, September, October timeframe as we move forward. General expectations is somewhere in this half of the century, probably around 2030. You'll now be able to book a trip to sail to the North Pole again, ice-free. This is my favorite technology view that we're representing, and it's based on a gravity measurement. The GRACE satellite constellation flies 2 satellites about 400 kilometers apart. As the first one approaches a mountain, the mountain will pull it forward. As it passes over the mountain will pull it back. This change of a few millimeters in distance gives us a sense of the mass that's underneath the satellite at any given time. And after a year of mapping the Earth this way, they've been able to develop a mass distribution of the Earth. And then if you continue mapping and look at it on a monthly basis, you get this anomaly that allows you to see, for one thing, water that changes every month, and there's a massive amount of it on land that allows you to see this distribution. And so if you'll notice as it goes along, you'll see this seasonal change of the water distribution. Whites and blues storing up more water in the springs, and then losing water in the summer in these mid-latitude areas. And so there's been a significant amount of study as we move through this period. In 2006, the scientists at NASA began to look at the groundwater in India, and a significant situation is developing there as Northwest India's farm region is having a very big impact on the groundwater as the monsoons are declining and not fully replenishing it. So GRACE has been able to confirm that. In addition, in 2006 and 2007, we were able to see this southeastern United States drought covered almost the entire southeast United States, had a major impact. That was also recorded in the record as the